Okay, well, I'm on my way to buy my new Nicholson, well, new in inverted commas, Nicholson 32 yacht, and I've got to drive up to Yamba, which is about 550 k's.
All these different.
So here we go. I've anti-fouled it here at Yamba Marina. I've put the Fleming wind vane on, and also fitted some 250 watt solar panels. Well, I've had a bit of a setback. The dinghy that I got with the Nicholson 32, it's kind of a Chinese one, and it's all the seams started falling apart. I've just, on the last leg of about 1,100 kilometres that I've done, I've just driven back to Lake Macquarie where I live, and I walked out one morning and the engine was hanging in the water because the transom had just given up the ghost, and it just basically disintegrated, and the old engine just fell backwards into the water. I've just hooked up the Fleming wind vane, and it seems to be steering the boat, which is a good sign. Here we are, sunny Coffs Harbour, and looking out into the open ocean there, and there she is, just parked on the courtesy wharf. When I arrived, there was a bit of a market going on, so had some nice food there. Well, this was an interesting development last night at around about 7 o'clock. This huge Uncle Ron style Roberts 43 came in. These, I don't know, there's about 5 guys, and they're all absolutely pissed out of their heads, staggering around, falling onto the bloody wharf, going for a beer run. Couldn't believe they actually negotiated into this harbour, which is actually quite, there's not a lot of room in here, and they spun around, Uncle Ron style, and pulled up about a foot behind me, off their faces, and then promptly smashed into my boat. And this solar panel was dangling by a wire, and I was going to get an early night because we're going to be heading off early, so I had to sort of undo this lazarette, crawl in there, make sure all that the wind vane was all cool, it's all operational, which it is, and they hit the outboard as well, but luckily didn't damage that. So I guess the good news is that I was planning to get rid of this solar panel anyway, because it's only like a little 10 watter or something, so I've got the big 250 watter on there. And so it wasn't too bad, but geez, at the time, when you got a bloody, 20-ton boat scraping along the, the edge of your boat at the stern, you're quite justifiably freaking out. The classic was, as they were heading off this way, just missing that boat up there, that big cruiser called Prime Mover, missing bloody fishing boats and all this sort of stuff. They yelled out, "That's all good, it's all good, that's all fine, we will give our particulars later," and off they went into the night. Good luck to them. I'm here at Coffs Harbour Boatyard, and first I've got to do a fair bit of sanding now the mast is off. So let's have some fun, shall we? Ready for the final coat. I've masked all the fittings of the mast and removed a few pieces, and now it's time for some primer and then the top coat, which is 2-part epoxy. Nice low wattage LED anchor light. Well, it's interesting being here bobbing around in the harbour at Coffs Harbour. You can see I'm just near the pier here, and there's all a whole lot of kids out there, and they're jumping off the pier. And just outside the window here this morning, this turned up. It's beautiful 45-foot ultra tremor, I think that's how you say it, a la Vagabond, and it's a 45-footer cat. She's got all new rigging, standing rigging and running rigging, and it's all looking good. Well, Sydney got about a month's rain in 1 hour, and this is a part of that low that's going up the coast, so certainly won't be going today. Okay, we're away. We're just going past Sawtell at the moment. You can see it in the background there. Beautiful mountains of that area, and good old Clem Fleming out the back there doing his thing. Working impeccably, and so I can sort of relax. And the boat is sailing beautifully. Just got it under a jib at the moment, so it's just getting northerlies, sort of northeasterlies. So it's I put up the main, but it was sort of robbing the jib, so it's going really well. Roughly in line with Kempsey at the moment, so I guess Port Macquarie will be the next place we'll go past. Well, I just had a look at the windy.com app, and apparently there's 13 knot winds offshore, so I'm just motoring out. It was pretty quiet on the wind front inshore, so I'm going to try my luck out here. Well, as beautiful as they look, those clouds look a bit ominous, so anyway, as the sun goes down, I'm about level with Kempsey on the map, and going to keep rolling on through the night. Well, after all the really weird month of strange weather, sort of incredible rainfall and high winds and low pressure zones and all that sort of stuff, finally when I came to leave, there's just no wind. So I've kicked up the kicked into the life the old Yanmar 30. Well, this is day 2 of getting this boat home from Coffs Harbour. Beautiful sunrise this morning, gentle rolling of the ocean, and it's quite a contrast to the first day, which was pretty rough. Heading home, so first stop is going to be Nelson Bay. Just cooling down here underneath the boom. Got it on autopilot. Kind of haven't had any sleep for a couple of days, so it's going to be great just to be able to crash out at Shoal Bay.
Hello.
Okay, here we are. We're just heading out of Nelson Bay, heading out the heads.
Pushing forward, straight and true.
With Captain Pat.
Arr.
And we're heading down to the Hawkesbury.
Yes.
Oh yeah. now, Cricky?
In the middle of nowhere. We lost. There's land, look.
Oh, land. Okay.
What's that doing there?
Oh, that's good. Just trying to avoid tankers around Newcastle, pretty much. Sea's a bit of a swell going on, but the wind's good. That's the main thing.
Oh.
Okay, we're just about we're just about near the entrance. Seas are spirited. It's running about 25 knots, and waves are breaking. Whitecaps out there. So it's been a great run down the coast.